Discovery shouldn't be subjective. Science isn't political, and facts are the one thing that should never be swayed by opinion. I don't have much time. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact.
Mom, what would happen if the sun turned off?
It would be absolutely catastrophic. Everything we do relies on the sun shining bright each day.
This technology has such a wide range of uses. I was all for it when they said they wanted to use it to help make the world a better place. But corruption, it always seems to find a way.
It takes a whole 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the sun's light waves to reach us here on Earth. If the sun did suddenly die, we wouldn't even know for another 8 minutes and 20 seconds later.
Fear of the sun dying is where it all started. It was a necessity that we monitor a wave of rising solar storms on the surface of the sun up close. However, there's no way for someone to survive a trip to the sun, so the only option is to take a closer look from afar. We needed a telescope that would allow us to monitor the surface of the sun with such detail it was as if you were actually there.
I had a breakthrough experimenting with reiterating the optics of an image back and forth between thousands of mirrors and lenses, enough to fill a large room. It was the equivalent of having a single telescope the size of Earth itself.
It didn't take us long to realize that if we moved the telescope 93 million miles out into space and monitored Earth's old light waves as they passed by, we could see 8 minutes and 20 seconds into our own past. It doesn't sound like a lot of time, but this time window allows us to act fast on serious crimes, finally giving us the advantage we need to put an end to widespread violence and crime.
He's running down Broughton Street.
CineCorp was there to help keep the lights on in a time of emergency.
He made a right through the fence.
And now we're here to keep you safe by shining a new light in the dark.
It sounded good on paper. Deterring crime by watching it happen after the fact. Following the perpetrator running from the scene after he's already escaped. Working with authorities in real time to assist in capturing.
I know what you're thinking. If light speed is a universal speed limit, then how in the world, or should I say out of the world, could we possibly send coordinates to a telescope in time to make it useful? Anybody? Anybody? Quantum entanglement. Think of it as long-distance Morse code without all the pesky delays.
I finally had a new breakthrough. The reason they're after me today. The reason I'm talking to you. Photons. Instead of using curved glass and mirrors to see great distances, I began experimenting with capturing individual photons as they passed by, using hundreds of sensors. It turned out that what was invisible to the naked eye began to tell a revealing story when carefully monitored. This wasn't just another jump in technology. This was a quantum leap.
Discover the satisfaction of doing your country a service by assisting the authorities to stop the bad guys. Discover your new family here at CineCorp.
Carefully collecting passing photons enabled me to see much more than minutes into the past. And I'm not talking hours or even days. Its focal point stretched nearly 2,000 light years away. I was looking 2,000 years into the past. So naturally, my next move was to point it at a Goldilocks planet about 2,000 light years away. I thought I was on the verge of discovering alien life. When the computer started building the image from hours of collecting photons, it became clear that I was definitely looking at the landscape from another planet. Here's the thing though, there were humans walking on the surface, other people, 2,000 light years away from us in space.
The time has come for us to reconsider our relationship with time. We look forward to forming a new future with you. And don't worry, we'll leave the light on.
They praised me for my first invention, throwing a press conference, announcing how forward-thinking CineCorp was. However, when I presented my new discovery, they told me not to speak of it to anyone. I pushed back and argued that we should announce this incredible discovery to the world. Their response was to terminate me. They removed me altogether from the program that I created. I shut off control of the photon telescope from the factory. It's time to give control to you, the people. It's time we open our eyes and discover what unfolds in front of us. This program will keep the satellite online and public for everyone. They want me gone because I believe that everyone is entitled to this new discovery. And what I discovered wasn't new life. It was old life. Upon zooming out from the landscape, it became clear that I wasn't looking at an Earth-like planet. I was looking at Earth. Our old light waves must have been bent around various galaxies due to gravitational lensing, and amazingly enough, sent back to us. My best guess is that they fear what might happen if we look back 2,000 years into our own past. Throughout history, societies have been based on beliefs, greater faiths. It's always been this way. They see faith as a necessity. They must think our collective moral compass is kept balanced out of fear. I refuse to believe that. I don't know what we'll discover from here. I'm not even sure I'll be alive to find out. But I do know that we are strong and mature enough to cross that bridge together. It's our privilege, no, our duty to discover our origins, to discover our surroundings. Not fear that it may not fit our agenda. Discovery should not be subjective. Science is not political. And facts should never be swayed by opinion.